So this is moving parts layout 6, okay? And I'm gonna put a couple of pieces together here because I can. I know that these will be fine. So I've got my E, so I'm gonna put my E pocket down. And again, you will never be lost. This is already done in your project folder with different pieces, different color cardstock, so you can see all of the layers, okay? You can see all of the layers. All of these pages that we're making here together will be bound in a book that will look, you know, in a book like this. All right, see, a finished album. This is moving parts 1 completely finished. So here's moving parts 1, the album, and here's your moving parts 1 reference book. So by the time we're done with these layouts, we're going to put them in an album like, you know, finished album like this. All right, so all of the layouts were finished here and absolutely gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. All right. That's just a little refresher for you guys. All right, so then we've got our piece B goes here. Get my reference book. I can't remember how far up. Number 6. All right, so I'm off and off. All right, hold on. So I'm going to grab a piece of paper. I'm grabbing this from right here because I'm going to put this here. It's my first paper to mat with. And so here, I just want to show you what I'm doing here. I think it's important. So I want my mat to show. I'm going to treat this up here. I'm going to treat this up here differently. I'm going to do a different piece of pattern paper here, here, and here. Okay? So I'm going to mat just right here for inside this pocket. Yep, that's what I'm doing for inside the pocket. All right. So what I'm looking at here is, let me measure. Right, and you guys would do the same thing when you cut your, before cutting your pattern paper, you measure, right? To see, we like to measure 1/4 of an inch to the inside of the pocket, right? So get your measurement and cut it. Let me leave it open so I don't have to flip and flip and flip. All right, so I'm thinking of going here. So I'm going to lose a little bit of this, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to go a little bit more because I can't help myself. And I'm going to cut this way because I could use this for the top portion. So here is our first one. So I guess I can put this piece down. So to put this piece down, I have to be careful because this one gets centered. Alrighty, and again, if you can't see this, no biggie. You will see it all in the videos because in the videos, I've got all of the layering done for you. What these videos are about is the matting, all right? Not necessarily the assembly. The assembly is already done for you guys. I'm using the Dude's Life paper collection. This is also on sale in the shop. The digital is on sale in the shop. So this would go here. And then, cute, this goes on top and under. Love. Okay. So I'm going to remove the tape backing from this baby. Put it on top. So you can see my matting process, right, with this moving parts layout. How I'm taking it layer by layer so I don't miss a step, because I will miss something. No inking for me today, my friends. Look what I've been doing. Let me show you what I've been doing. I can't remember who it was. I'm not going to glue all the way to the top because I need to secure the top portion. I just want to stabilize my piece. Okay. Just to make my shoulder stronger. And somebody gave me the idea, and I said I had to get back to resistance training. So what I have been doing to make my shoulder stronger, do you see what I have back here, guys? Right over there? My weights. Every once in a while I get up and give myself a couple of reps this way, just to make my shoulder stronger, because I'd like to get back to inking. And I really think because I was able to ink before, once I got better and I stopped with the resistance training. So I think that's what it is. My muscles are weaker. So I'm getting back to it, people. Getting back to it. Oh, there's Broderick. He's getting a package. Let's see if it's mine or his. I could tell by what it is. Oh, Amazon. I can't tell Amazon. He only knows I'm stalking him. All right, so I'm going to put this flap behind the pattern paper. See that? So pattern paper goes on top of that flap and we mat into the pocket. Now we can go ahead and, whoopsie, put the glue right here, right? And secure it. Got a little happy with the glue there. All right, so I love this black and white here. We could probably do something there, but I'm not sure there yet. So look at all this room we have for photos. Here, this one here, this one here, this one here, pocket. So perfect. All sorts of good things happening here. I'm thinking I'm going to frame this one out too. I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. I'm going to look at number 7 very quickly to see if my framing will screw it up. Because it is, you know, a double layout, so I want it to look nice. So if I frame this out, I will actually be able to frame this out too. So I may be able to make it. Okay, so I have the option. Excellent. Excellent. So let me look at my papers. Shall we? All right, so Dude's Life Collection. This is the Dude's Life collection. If I frame it out, I would like a pop of color. Such a fantastic, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Lots of pop in here. Oh, this would be a cute frame. Let's see what I can get. Because it's going to be a really little one, a really thin one, so I'm not sure if I can get the circles in there. I guess I used up all of that paper. Just checking to see if I have a scrap piece of what I'm calling the Lego paper. It's not really Lego, but it just reminds me of Legos. I don't know. I'm curious. I think I want to try. I really hate ripping papers out of the pads. I'm terrible at it. Okay. And my pad never stays together, so it's even double annoying. All right, I'm going to try it just because I'm curious. See what it looks like. So it would be a 1/4 inch. I feel like I really like that. Let me see what I get over here though. I'm going to have to butcher the paper quite a bit just to get the same exact edge. You know what I mean? All right, I'm really liking that. Oh, ooh. I am digging it. I am digging it, people. I gotta just cut this a teeny bit more. Look how interesting that will be. Now I will tell you, it is gonna kill me that I cannot ink this, but you know, it is what it is, party people. I have to pick and choose my battles here. All right, let me trim this up very quickly. This one is quite crooked. I hate when that happens. What do I need here? Hang on. All right, got it. Got my measurement, 2 1/4 for this piece here. So I need that. Darn it. That was wrong. See why I don't give measurements out? See? This is why. This is why your measurements, you will always find them in your cutting guide. This is too long, but I just want to stick it in there for now. All right, and then this one, I think we need 2 1/8, not, because that was too short. No, I guess not. That's too short. Okay, all right, I got that. I mean, I don't have to do that one, but I can do this one on this side and this one on this side. I like that a lot. I'm going to go ahead and stick that down because it'll be easier for me to get it on there. You know, so I can work out the rest of it. Can you guys see the little circles? Listen, this liking and subscribing thing to a channel does all sorts of good things. It's great data. It's really great data for the content creator. Really great data. We know what you like if you like and subscribe, right? Well, if you like, really. Subscribing is a whole different animal. And it is my goal to create content that you guys love, okay? You guys love my final reviews, but you really love when I do tutorial types of videos, more instructional videos. However, you do watch my final reviews a lot, but you do not give feedback to my final reviews. Oh, I messed this up here. It's not exactly straight. And that I do not love. I'm going to have to put a piece of paper here to straighten that out. And I can't take it out because I used glue. Darn it. See how my line doesn't go straight right through there? Which annoys me. But you can't see it once it's closed, but I know it's there. So, with my final reviews, you watch them a lot, but you do not leave feedback. With instructional videos where there's actually like a lesson attached to the video, there you guys give pretty good feedback. So that is, that's great. That's interesting to me. That helps me to get the right content out there to those of you who are watching my videos. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. Just cutting a little bit more off just so I can get it right. And just a hair more off of this side. just so I can have that perfect spacing. Look at how pretty that looks once it's all finished up, right? You see that? I love that. Love, love, love that. Okay, I think I'm going to do this different. I'm not loving the wraparound there. But I could change my mind. I could probably do this let's do the whole thing. Let's do the whole thing. And I'll tell you why. Because I got another little pocket going on top. So I think that would be cool. Okay, so we'll put this here. These are set up for 4x6s, and always the easiest way for me to show this is with pocket cards and pieces I've cut already, right? So you can do 4x6 here, and then there's 3x4 here. And I can show you that with a 3x4 card, and I'm just putting a placeholder here, but you can obviously put whatever you want here. I love these 4x6s, because these pocket cards, because you can always chop them up, guys. So we don't need this entire thing. We don't need that. If you decide to keep it, what would be cool here is to create an interactive element. All right. Let's do a little slit in here so we can make it much more interesting than just I'm even going to put a little slit. Let's see where this one goes. Because I can put a small. No, I don't want to cut any of the words off there. Nope. Only something I can cut off. I don't want to cut off the little guy. I'm going to put a slit with my knife. Right here. And I'm just going to move over a teeny bit just to give me an actual slit. All right. And you'll see that with the black, I can put a small photo mat through there. Oh, there it is. So glue this way. So I want the opening to be at the bottom, so I can put a small photo mat. And I'll put that there. We can do photo here, right? We'll do a white here. You can probably do a little booklet. Right there. Little booklet right here. I left a wider gap just so I can put something at the top. So this can, you have this real estate there. Now here, I am going to cut off a little bit more from the top just so I can have my photo mat. See that? So we're going to glue this top portion and then around the perimeter, the remaining three sides, I should say. So this would be at the bottom. And then I can do, let me grab my paper. my 3x4. Right here. See? So fab. And guess what? You can do only photos on the back. Because photos on the back. So you have also the backs to do your photos on. And I created more space in this by giving you a little insertion point. So another one right here. So that would be for a photo. Let's go ahead and let's glue this on. So it's always fun to pull things out. Pulling things out is a fun thing. And then here we can create a super cute 2x2. I hope a 2x2 fits in there. Let's try a 2x3, yes? Let's try that 2x3. I'm already loaded with scraps. Come on. So doing lots of photo mat work here for you guys today. On the other ones I haven't done that. I said we were going to go back and do photo mats, but today I'm inspired by photo mats. So that would go in there. And because we're going to bind this after it's loaded, you can leave the white on there, right? Because we're going to account for the white paper and the photo mats when we create our spine. So what you see here, you will be able to make exactly like it, and the recipient will be able to put their photos on top because we're going to size it properly, okay? Proper sizing when you do things this way. So look at how cute is that already. So cute. And what you see here is, when you close it, is this. I almost wish I would have made this a little bit taller so that it would stay closed with my flap, but that's okay. I can live with that. I can live. Now you have to decide, my friends, whether you want, what am I saying here? Whether you want, hang on a minute. Apparently I can't cut and talk at the same time. If you want to use pattern paper here, or if you want to use more, photo space. The goal with most of these things is the more photos, the better, right? That's the goal here. But that doesn't mean that has to be all of your albums. That's not the way it has to be, right? You can do whatever you want. What's the matter, Princey Prince? So that's the goal. So we do this center mat here. I did a terrible job cutting there. And I'm going to cut another piece of paper, something different, not the same one. Sometimes I get a little bit carried away and continue cutting the same thing just so I can go through the paper. What color do we want to bring in here, guys? Let me see. I'm going to do some of this blue. I like the blue. So I'm going to cut that. So that would be for there. And then one more. And then we'll bring in some more of this blue with just this little strip of paper here. And it is just perfection. All right, look at that. Just because I have this large photo mat here doesn't mean that you can't do 4 smaller photos. You can do whatever you want. Okay, you can collage 4 photos here, 2 photos here, 3 photos, whatever. All right, so something tells me that I want to go fancy up here, all right? My brain is telling me, Kat, you've got so many fun elements in this paper. Do it, girl. Do it. And see what I used before, because I forget what I use. So, this, oh, okay. Look at how fun. How fun is that? I just love this layout. This double page layout with the acetate. Look at that. Ah! So good. So freaking good. It's got all the things in it, guys. All the things. Let's do it. Let's get fancy. Let's get fancy. I love this. Would be amazing right here. I think that's what's happening. This too. Ooh, this would be good too. Ooh, let's use this one. So I can use this. I'm going to cut right down here, right by the star. Because I like, ooh, maybe I could put the star off the page. Let's see. And I need to cut this away. Okay. Hold on, my friends. All right, I'm going to get fancy, guys. So I'm going to cut right about 1/8 of an inch away from the Oh Cool. Right to the star. And then, darn it, I lost my line. I shouldn't have moved my ruler. So I cut on both sides of the star, and I am going to trim that star out at the bottom only. Okay. And from here to here, I'm going to cut what I need. So the measurement I need will be from the straight edge, not the star, okay? From the straight edge. Look at that. How, oh, cool! And hello, you can put a slot somewhere in here to put a couple of photo mats. Let's see if my slot punch does the trick exactly where I need it. Otherwise, I'll just do it with my, oh, it does do it. But, of course, my star is in the way to go all the way across. I do want my slot. Should I fold the star? Would it be terrible to fold and unfold? Creating a crease in that star may not be the wise thing to do. So I should have another star. I can cut another star out of the paper and put it behind right here. Okay? I guess I'm going to have to create my slit without the slot punch. I did want the roundness of the slot punch, but listen, I'm okay with not having that. So I am here. Just not to lose photo space, right? So and then I'm going to move up. Can't see the line now. Good job, Kat. Can't see it. Let me ink it so I can see the line. Then I'm going to move up 1/8 of an inch. I know that Elizabeth Crafts has a slot die. A slot die. Have you guys seen that? It's relatively new. Gee, I wonder why. And you know, I guess you can put it anywhere. It has a nice rounded corners. It's really cute. You know, it's just a slot, but it's cute where if you can put it anywhere. So that's maybe something you may want to pick up. The only thing is that, you know, it's one length. I think maybe I'll do a die set, guys, of slots for 4x6s, 3 by 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, where that slot would fit that photo mat and you could put it anywhere. What do you think, guys? I think that would be a great idea. And you can put the slot die anywhere and boop, put your slot in there. I know. Because if you really think about it, we want the slot to create more real estate, right? So having a one that would fit a photo mat for 4x6s, a photo mat for the 3x4s, the 2x2s, the 2x3s would be so fab. So let me see what I can come up with, guys. My problem is that I don't do the artwork, so I have to find somebody to do the artwork for me, which is so annoying. I need somebody to do the artwork for me. Oh, my printy print wanted to come in my craft room. You know what would be cute under here too, if you want to just take the design work to another level, the mat, you know, the whole embellishing, you can do a an edge border, a tab. It's just something. I could do anything hanging off here. Ooh, an acetate tab. I love acetate tabs. We've been doing acetate tabs forever. Would be cute. So now here we can do, you know, a few photo mats, my friends. Just a few. For said pocket card. Not this, right? But look. You can fit. Look how big. See that? So we can do a few photo mats. Let's do that. And I love making the photo mats or the insertion points smaller. Why? Because you already have your spots for 4x6. So why would you make an insertion point for 4x6? Why? Why, folks? Not saying that's wrong. What I'm saying is, you want to create interest, and how you create interest is with different things. So if everything is 4x6, 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 not so interesting. But if you have different sizes, very interesting. So it's not necessarily better or worse. We're talking about level of interest here, okay? And if you want to get really fancy, people, you can put a slot in a photo mat and get super fancy, right? And there'll be another little boop tuck point, which would be so, so cute. And you can do this with your knife, right? I did it with my knife. The die would just give us a nice little rounded edge, maybe something with a kind of stub edge. You know, you would have different edges, different endings. So that's it. There's nothing wrong with doing it with your knife. Obviously, you can do that. But you can't do the two rounded edges with a knife. You just cannot. Hang it up, people. Not happening. I know I can't. All right, let's find some embellishments, shall we? A couple of things to tuck. Let's tuck a few things. Tucking is good. Ooh. I wanted a fun place for my little crown. Look! Yay! That needs to be inked, guys. It would be so much more fun with ink, but listen, I can't make it happen, folks. Cannot make it happen right now. But any of these would be nice. These are just so great. Oh, I forgot my little pocket that goes down here. Hold on, we got another look for here. So this goes here. So center it. You want to mat all the way down to the edge of the card. Place this pocket all the way to the edge of the page, not the edge of the mat. And I'm trying to get this on straight by eyeballing it, but I'm not having success. Maybe this is it right here. Love that. Maybe put that there. Paper clip. This is a perfect circle, so I can put it this way and this way. And look at how cute is that. Layout number 6, guys. So adorable. So adorable. All right, let me find paper for here. And I found it. That was easy. That was easy. So easy. And of course, this could benefit from some ink, but you know, not happening, folks. So cute. So cute. Oh, I did have another sun. I did. I mean, that is just too perfect there. How could I not put that there, right? So let's do that. So perfect. Oh, I did want to do one thing here. I do have to put photo mats back here. But we have, you see how that's covered up there? Oh, I forgot to mat there. Hello. we have this in the embellishments. I gotta find it. I think I have it in the embellishments, or is it this what I'm thinking about? I may be thinking about this. So I'm gonna put this right on the pocket after I mat there. I could have swore I had this. Clearly, I don't know what I'm speaking of. All right, let's find these papers have, listen, the matting done for you. If you have enough real estate for your photos, because we certainly do, you can use this section for some more pretty. Pretty. So why don't we? Shall we? Shall we do pretty? I say let's do pretty. I say let's do pretty. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm a little annoyed right now because I'm covering up the imagination. So, I mean, it's not a big deal. I gotta say I don't love it. It's too much. So I think I'm gonna go with something else. Hold on. Too much for me. So I think I'm gonna go with this other side and stick to plan because it's a good plan. Yes? So we auditioned. It did not work out. It is all good. We go to plan B. Oh yeah, see? And just that kind of tack there with a brad. And that makes me happy. That is much better. Can't wait to use this little frame. Cannot wait. We can also use, let me see what else I have. Kind of like that too. Okay, I guess I was imagining things. I could have swore that this was also an embellishment, but it has to be this. Okay, I was imagining it, which it is okay as well. All right, so let's stick. We can do yeah, we don't need a slot. I think that's so stinking cute. I feel like, nah. Nah. Maybe a little like this. It was too tidy. It was too tidy. I like that better. A little off center. All right, so I'm gonna do a 4x6 here. So 2 3x3s on this side here. You can even create a few cascading photo mats here if you want to on this, the inside of this. That would be cute. Or on, you know, the left-hand side as well. That is entirely up to you guys. But it would look really nice. 1 5/8 of an inch. So let's get this here. Did I not measure this? I mean, really. 1 5/8 of an inch. I did not cut that right. Darn it. I gotta let that dry. Let's do this one. Okay. And I'm just grabbing some scraps here. Oh, this one is just too perfect. No, I'll use this side. I was off my measurement there. All right. And looky here, people. This is a beautiful, beautiful page. Beautiful. Make sure I cut this right. Now watch it be too short now. I only put, this one does not want to go on, I tell you. I put it on only 3 sides to create a tucking space so that we can tuck something under here, like, you know, one of these little embellishments of some sort there. Cutie, cutie. Just a little tuck, tuck. And let's not forget this pocket here that you can add 4x6s to. So I have to say another fabulous moving parts layout, guys. Another one. Another one with the Dude's Life paper collection. So I can't wait to put this all in an album. So this one goes back here. Right? Let's paper clip that. And one at the bottom. So far we've done 1, layout number 2, layout number 3, layout number 4, layout number 5. This one is, these 2 so far are my fave. And then layout number 6. Love it. So let's do a paper clip here, shall we? Paper clip, and pips. Those are my favorites. Pips. Pocket in a pocket. That's my new term for pocket in a pocket. Pocket in a pocket, pocket on a pocket. Love it. There you go, my friends. This is super duper adorable. I love it so much. This is Kathy with Paper Phenomenon. I'll see you all in the next one.